winter vehicle kit. You can make it as massive or as small as you like, but there are some key things which I believe will absolutely help you should you get stuck right out there when the snow comes. And it is predicted to come this year and early next year, so it's always best to be prepared. Don't be one of those unfortunate souls who just doesn't make it because they were ill prepared. So we're just going to go through as quickly as I possibly can the stuff that I'm carrying over this winter. Right, that bag there is insulated. That's got all of my food and cooking stuff in there, etc. That is winter vehicle kit, ultimate bare basics in that box, squared out of the way. And in that bag there is just some basic warm clothing and a head torch. Also, we've got some compartments under there. They're very, very small. They're only about like that deep, not very much at all, but you can get some cool things in there. So here we have it then, just our bare basic bag. Nothing special, but like I said, it's proper insulated, right? Nothing tactical, it's just a bag. And we've got our bare essentials. Also, the little guy, because he gets cold, all right? So real quick then, I'm going to empty this out and show you what I'm carrying in the cooking kit. Okay, so starting from the right, we've got a little cooking pot, we've got a brew kit in there. Okay, so your tea, coffee, sugar, that sort of thing, some soups. We've got a couple of lighters there in case one breaks. We've got a little gas stove there, which obviously this one goes down to really cold temperatures because it's all butane and isobutane mix. Very good in cold weather. Sugar levels, always good to keep your sugar levels up. Extra coffees. And we've got various different types of meals there, which really easily boil in that container. All right, you can also eat these cold if you really wanted to. More sugars, water. Obviously, the bag is insulated, so that's pretty good to go. A spoon and a little guy looking after all of the important food stuff. So that's basically what I carry in that tiny little bag there, which slots nicely next to the big box with all of the vehicle stuff. Right, we're going to start from up here. Foil blankets. Very small, very inexpensive, very, very good to have in your vehicle if you really need to keep warm. In conjunction with these, which I rate highly, hand warmers, they go for like 10 hours. There's 5 pairs there, you can see. So those in conjunction with them two, with the wool blanket, etc. Really, really cool. Tire weld, it's entirely up to you. I've only ever had to use this once. It absolutely saved my backside, giving me a week to afford my new off-road tyres. In my opinion, it's fantastic. The guys at the tyre shops recommend it as well. But when you do have to go and change your tyre that's got in there, tell them first, okay, because they don't want to get covered in the stuff. That's absolutely awesome. And they have got an expiry date on there. It's always best to make sure that they're in date. If you've got an old one, I advise that you switch it up to a new one. WD-40, just because. 3-in-1 oil, just because. Lubricant, parts, vehicle, make sure it works. Gaffer tape, a multitude of things you can do with gaffer tape. A snow shovel, this happens to be a collapsible one, okay. That goes in junction with the handle there by Black Diamond from the old climbing days. That stuff's absolutely awesome if you need to shift snow and get on the move. We've got a kinetic tow rope, okay. Try and get the nearest and maybe a bit more for the weight of your vehicle. And a really good quality D-shackle on there as well, all right. Silky saw, out here in the wilds we do get fallen trees. Something like this will absolutely help clearing the way so you can carry on your journey. That now lives in the vehicle, now that winter's here. We've got some seriously good quality, big, proper thick jump leads, okay? You've got big vehicles involved, you need big jump leads. You don't want to muck around them tiny silly things, unless you've got a small car, and they'll be fine. But make sure that they're big enough and up to the job for whatever vehicle that you're going to be using, all right? They weigh a lot, they're worth a small fortune if you really need to get that jump start. We're going to come on to that in a minute. This is really cool. It just plugs in the cigarette lighter in the back of the vehicle. It's just a big warning strobe, okay? You just whack that on the top of the vehicle. It's magnetic. It's awesome. It just allows other motorists a chance that you're actually present. You don't want them going into you. Speaking of things like that, it's always worth getting a high-vis vest. All right. We've got 2 different pair of gloves. They're for more dexterous work. And these are a bit more heavy duty for hot stuff in the engine, that sort of thing. Like I said, jump starting the car. This absolutely saved our bacon last winter. I can thoroughly recommend these. These are by a company called Top Don, and these ones are the JS2000. They're the ones that I went for after some research, and we've had to use this on numerous occasions before we ended up getting a brand new battery in the end. But for a short term, get out of jail, if your car won't start, this will absolutely do. Brilliant bit of kit that is, seriously, seriously good. Right in the rain. So we're talking when it's wet, windy, rainy, you need to write stuff down. You can put that in people's windscreen wipers. That stuff, the paper in there is waterproof, so it's not going to run. Always good to leave instructions and details. Tyre pressures, like we spoke about in a previous video. These are awesome, okay? They're not that much money. A company called Ring. I've used this a few times now. You just plug it into a cigarette lighter and you can inflate or deflate your tyres accordingly. Also comes with a light, a flash and an SOS light in there. An all-in-one really good bit of kit, that one. A first aid kit, you can put in there exactly what you want. I had this for years now, made by a company called Vanquest. They do really, really good pouches. And yes, a really good first aid kit lives within that pouch. And last but not least, the wool blanket. All right, wool blanket, you need to make sure that you get 100% wool. It will keep you warmer than anything else that you can possibly imagine. Last but not least, again, we have here, if I can get it out, a warning triangle. Okay, this is German military issue. You can pick these up relatively cheap on eBay. I chose these because they're strong and they're heavy and they won't get blown away in the wind. Okay, nice and reflective, a big warning triangle, so if you break down, get yourself seen, if you remember that one. So that goes on there. Also a little crowbar if you needed to get through things that's in the way. It's always good to have that. And also a screwdriver. These are the things that I choose to carry during the winter months living out here in the wilds, okay? Wherever you live, you need to tailor this to your environment. If you live in a city, you might not need half of this stuff. But if you are in a city and you're planning a trip out of the city for a long period of time, in the winter time, it's always best to make sure that you've got some of these pieces of kit and equipment in your vehicle. The last thing you want to do is to get stranded, get stuck and rely on someone else hoping that someone's going to save you. With stuff like this, it's going to make your journey a little bit more bearable knowing that you've got all of this stuff in your vehicle at all times throughout the winter months. So here's a little secret compartment then, as it were. Always carry an atlas, all right? Every single year I treat myself to a massive atlas for a Christmas present. Always make sure that I've got the current up-to-date one. We've got the 2022 one in the front under the seat. That's just an old one. Never know when you're going to need two. These are pretty good, all right? Always carry some of these because they can always sort your windscreen out, okay? It goes down to -40, which is really cool. Got a couple of those. We've also got a new one over there. That's an old one that we're going to be using up soon. We've got an extra puncture repair kit just in case. A survival bag, you climb in that with the hand warmers, you're all good to go. Bit of Red-X now and again. I'll probably use mine like twice a year, once every 6 months. I just whack it in when I'm filling up the fuel tank. Some blue roll just because, and I've got the WD-40 and the 3-in-1. Also, these are fantastic, all right? So if you do need to put these on your windscreen, all right, to stop the snow and also to stop the sun, it will absolutely help. And we just close her up like that. All good in the hood. Like I said, last but not least, just a bog standard little carry bag. Always have a head torch in there. A fantastic idea to have. Some warm clothing for my son. Some various waterproof jackets and trousers and thermals and Gore-Tex outers, that sort of thing. So the whole family are covered with just something so simple. It just throws in there. It's just a bag of protective clothing and a head torch. That's pretty much all there is to that one. So that's pretty much it really, the end of the video. So if you have got some different pieces of kit and equipment in your vehicle, whatever it is, can you put it in the comment section below so we can all get some ideas, right? Like I said, I believe that every winter vehicle kit should be tailored to the individual and the vehicle. So you really shouldn't see no two vehicle kits the same, all right? But as I said, there are some basics which I feel you will need to put in there, all right? So it's up to you entirely how you do your vehicle kit. All I'm doing is just showing you mine, just to give you guys some ideas, maybe some inspiration and some encouragement to at least get something. The last thing you want to do is drive around in the winter with nothing in your car. That could spell absolute disaster, all right? So you at least want to have some minor stuff stored in your vehicle, all right? So God forbid, if you are stuck out there, you break down, you're in traffic, the snow comes in, at least you've got a fighting chance of making it home to your loved ones, okay? So always be prepared, because this winter doesn't look very good, ladies and gentlemen, so you need to make sure you are prepared for it. So I hope that's helped. Thanks for watching, and stay funky.
So I did an update on my OBS software yesterday because it kept crashing, if you remember. And it reset all my defaults again. Son of a bitch. All right, so not going to do it a third time, but good morning to everybody. Cool Colt first. Everybody else, thank you for checking in. Thank you for being so patient with my inability to make my own stuff work. And I was actually doing a lot of stuff with it this morning. It makes me wonder if I need to check some other properties. Yeah, that one's broken too. We're going to go with that one and turn that on. Hopefully that will work when the time comes. But I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so over there on my TikTok side, what do we got here? There was like 200 people in here. There's now 65. And almost none of you have checked in. This one, another reason to leave TikTok. You guys are just making it easier for me. Cowboys and Commies, good morning. Dino Nana, good morning. Boy Scout, good morning. It's just Leslie again. Followed the host, thank you. What's up? Good morning, boss. What's up, Jeff? No, thanks. Robert Mills, good morning. And yes, we have some people in here, but no one's checking in. Slackers. I just got here. Mama Mama Michelle. Glenda, good morning. Boober, good morning. Good number on there, good Boober. What do we got here? Are you talking to me? Good morning. We got Francis, good morning. Debbie Chandler, good morning. Yeah, we got all sorts of good morning stuff going on here when we were up to 90 people. Are you leaving this app in 16 days? I'm not leaving the app. I'm just not doing any more live streams. So, if you are on TikTok or Clapper, you need to get your ass over there to my YouTube channel. It's Local Prepper, all one word. You can go to the link in the bio, and it'll take you to a place to find my YouTube channel. That is where I will be doing all of my live streams. I will, from time to time, do a Clapper. We'll see what happens. I like it, but it's like, oh, go to Clapper, yay! And then you go to Clapper, and there's 2 people in there who haven't even said hi, and it's been on for 5 minutes now. So say hi, Clapper people. Stop slacking. All right, let's see here. Apologies, appreciate. Thank you for fixing. Nothing to apologize about, Bradley. Let's see here. Deanna, good morning. Deanna seems to be omnipresent. Good morning, Deanna. Let's see. Where are we? Good morning from Paradise, Michigan, and Upper Peninsula, living off grid. I love it, Judd. I love it. What we got here? Have food, will travel. Just came in. Good to go. Make sure that you follow, you like, you do all that button stuff. All right, so let's get back on track. YouTube, triple like time. You know what you got to do. You got to hit that thumbs up button. You got to hit it again to turn it off, and you got to hit it again to turn it back on. Otherwise, the algorithm doesn't recognize you as a human being. That dirty algorithm. I really don't like the way my notes are popping up. Good morning, Melissa. Good to see you. Really helps with these bugs and all the brain food that comes with it. Do you have anybody to pack? Do you tell anybody to pack vitamins and magnesium especially? Yes. Are you talking to me? Clapper is an app that is very similar to TikTok, but you can say anything you want. I don't think I have a link in my bio to my Clapper, but I guess I better put one in there. Link in bio for Clapper. All right. So, YouTube, thank you for doing all the likes things. Appreciate it. Let's see. TikTok. TikTok, just start tapping, man. Just start tapping that screen. Let's get the viewer count up. I've just went over 279,000 viewers on TikTok, which is always amazing since I only have between 50 and 90 when I live stream. It's just loads of bots, just another reason to leave TikTok. Let's see here. On the Clapper side, I see you guys are doing stuff. I appreciate that. I will keep you in view and look at you more often. Can I slide that to make it bigger? I cannot. Can I slide that? I cannot. Maybe I can do the big thing. Nope, can't do that either. All right, so let's see here. And then Clapper, like I said, just keep tapping the screen or whatever. I don't know exactly what that does. All right, so our 2 main subjects today. This is supposed to be a 2-hour show. We'll see how long I can last. The first half of the show, we're going to talk about CBDCs and what's going on with the economy. So if you want to run away, now is the time. The second half is actually kind of controversial. What's up, bro? What is... Oh my God! Hey, that was actually we're doing pretty good. I'm pretty sure that only 7 minutes in, already had a couple of trolls. Sorry, bro, I had to change your screen. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe if you want to be an adult, send me a message and we'll see what we can do about it. Let's see here, bro. All right, let's see here. I found you. There's Mama Shell. Good to go. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you get all the notifications. Clearly, Cool Colt and Bradley and Debbie Chandler are the only ones getting notifications, but that's just a joke. All right, and then obviously in the second hour, we're going to talk about something that I've titled, Is America Falling? If you don't know this, I do a lot of historical stuff where there are some comparisons with different places that kind of went the way of the white buffalo because of a lot of things that are happening today in America. All right, so I'm baffled why some people still think the economy is just fine. Donna, absolutely true. Absolutely true. You know, we had somebody a couple days ago in the chat. It's like, so why do you think things are bad? And so why do you think things are good? Oh, and then it's like, it's ridiculous. Got here just now. Intel, what ends in 16 days? All of this Twitterdom. This Twitterdom? Twitter? TikTok. This TikTok-dom. I'm no longer going to be live streaming on TikTok after my until after where are we at here? December 30th will be my last TikTok live stream. Everything else will be on YouTube. All right, let's see here. So let's go ahead and talk about this. I'm going to change my screen real quick. Get you guys. Washington Dumpster. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you, bro. If you are not on the YouTube side, I recommend that you get your butts over there because you can see everything. You can see here. You look, TikTok people, you can see everything. You can see, and the screen is much bigger too, and that's what she said. So, you're quitting TikTok? No, Lucy, I'm not quitting TikTok. I'm quitting live streaming on TikTok. I'm only going to live stream on YouTube. All right, let's see here. Changing. Oh man, this whole everything got reset. Man, I hope it works. Something happened. There we go. Okay, so, okay, I guess I will have to find you on YouTube. Love the content. Appreciate it, Intel. I've only been saying this for 15 days. Quit being slackers. Okay, so the focus for this first hour is the CBDCs, and it's a central bank digital currencies. It's going to happen, people. It's going to happen. And everybody is trying to figure out a way to bypass this, to usurp this system of authority that they're trying to rain down on us. And it's not going well for those places outside of the United States. People are not accepting it. And there's obviously lots of reasons. I would think that the big reason would be that nobody wants somebody controlling their income, their ability to get the money, to get at the money that they've earned. Now, banks have been doing this for some time now, but that has a lot to do with what the Federal Reserve has been doing, the printing of money, the requirements by law for the banks to only maintain a certain percentage of cash in the bank or in their facilities. So the CBDC thing is going to get us. It is here whether we like it or not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you will assimilate. That is not what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to tell you that it's not going well in other parts of the world that have tried to make it happen. That are trying to make it happen. That are really pushing for it to happen. And it's no bueno. It's no bueno. So this article right here, Bank of England opens applications for proof of concept CBDC wallet. If you don't know anything about digital currencies, it's really a good idea to have a wallet, a digital wallet as they call it, to keep your digital currency in. So one of the problems that the central banks are having is that nobody wants to buy in on their digital wallets because that means that they would control your digital currency. The Fed is actually, the government, U.S. government is trying to develop a digital wallet system. It has already made it. It has been tested. It's just waiting to be unleashed on us. And put your tinfoil hats on and tighten them down a little bit because they're just waiting for a reason to do it. And they'll be like, oh, well, we were just testing this, but now we realize we have to do it. It's for the good. It's for the good of mankind, for the good of humanity and the world. That's what they're going to say. That's really right up there with putting things on your face and putting things in your arms. And it's for the good of the world. And no one will survive unless you have a CBDC. Oh, it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Let's see here. We're going to glance at this, and then I'm going to glance at the chat because I know I've spurred things on. And Yeah, here we go. Central bank is budgeting nearly $255,000. This should be pounds, to develop a central bank digital currency sample wallet that could execute basic features such as transactions and payment requests. The Bank of England is seeking proof of concept for a wallet that will be able to hold a central bank digital currency. On 9 December, the Bank of England posted a request for applications on the United Kingdom government's digital marketplace, a service where government organizations can solicit work for digital projects. Now, if you guys didn't understand all that mumbo jumbo, what basically happened was the Bank of England petitioned the U.S. or the British government or the U.K. government to give them money so that they can develop a wallet. So they literally just asked the government to give them money to make a digital wallet so that people can put money in that digital wallet that's owned by the Bank of England in the form of CBDCs. It's pretty crafty. It's pretty crafty. Let's see. What do we got here? I'm going to go to the chat. YouTube. No chat. YouTube. What the hell? Come on, man. You guys. They're all just listening. They're all at work just listening. Oh, yes. I guess that will have to find it like that. What does that TikTok message mean? Some messages have been filtered. I don't know. It could be something somebody else typed that TikTok is not liking. Once again, another reason to leave TikTok. So TikTok, I'm literally talking about CBDCs, digital currency, the Bank of England. I'm using all these hard words, and TikTok is freaking out and actually blocking the texts, the messages of other people that are typing. That's what's happening right now, you know. I can hardly hear you on Clapper. My volume is all the way up. Well, I'm sorry, bro. My volume is... Let me turn my media volume all the way up. I know that there's not... Where are we at here? Come here, you. Come here, you. Let's try this again. Let's clear that out. All right, so on TikTok, I mean, I have my volume maxed all the way out on my media. So if that's better, let me know. It shouldn't be, but it is what it is. What do we got here? But yeah, Dr. Lane, dear Lane, that means that TikTok is censoring the texts. The Biden administration seems to be pushing the U.S. dollar equal to crypto stuff on coin first. No, they're not pushing that. They're pushing CBDCs, bro. They want to make... The U.S. government has to get in on Chris Leroy. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up, Chris. I love you, man. The U.S. government has to get in on the CBDC push because that's the only way they can maintain the value of their dollar. Because when this all goes down, all the people that are the real players will have a gold-backed currency. Yeah, and if you didn't know, this is a serious problem. We did the video on this yesterday through when we played, what was it, the Economic Ninja? No, it wasn't the Ninja, it was Johnny Bravo. And he talked about how, yeah, we don't have any freaking gold. And now the world is moving back to gold, and it's making our money worthless. So, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what do we got here? Hey, brother, New York Feds started the 12-week pilot with a major banks for... Yes, Darlene, we know about that. And I think there's actually some of it in the next articles I'm going to go over. I've already tried the digital stuff and lost more than I made. Well, that's just it. That's because what you... Kibasta, that's because what you were in was basically... You were basically betting, dude. You were throwing your money away. I did about like $100 in Bitcoin and other in FTX or whatever, and like just watched it go. Bleh. You know, it's just a bet. You know, you're betting. You're playing the market is what you were doing. That's how you lost it. It's not real money. It was just another marketplace that no one could touch. CBDCs is going to be an actual digital currency. It's not going to be a stock market. Once money is digital, money does not exist. Absolutely true. What we got here? Good morning, happy Wednesday. Hey, thank you, Connie. Appreciate it. It means I used a bad word. Kelly, don't worry about it. There's no bad words. There's only words that people think are bad. Corporate oil guy. Yeah, we're going to talk about some oil stuff here too. I can hear you over here. Can't hardly hear you on Clapper. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Clapper. Everything is cranked up on Clapper. There's no way. There's no reason for it to happen. I don't understand what's happening on Clapper. I guess I'll have to check my mic volume at some point. Let's see, which I thought I've done this before. Let me hold the sound button down, see what happens here. Vibrate, mute, sound is all the way up. Sound is vibrate, mute. Sound is all the way up. Sound mode is maxed out. Media, everything is maxed out on this little phone. So I don't know. And I used the phone this morning, so I don't know. It sounds like it's Clapper to me. You should be on YouTube anyway. Ha ha! Get your asses over there. All right, let's see here. China and Russia and friends decided years ago to create a gold-backed currency. Absolutely. Got Darlene with the thumbs up in order to break us and take over. Do you think the trillions of dollars of gold found in Africa will affect gold-backed currency? Absolutely, cowboy. I'm late. What's within 16 days? I'm leaving TikTok lives. Only on YouTube. You'll only find me doing lives on YouTube. Money doesn't exist now. Worthless paper. Jester and I have needed Bluetooth. I don't tunnel. It's you. Okay, Ozark. I don't know what to tell you. My sound is fine here. My sound is fine there. The sound is maxed out on the Clapper. I don't care about Clapper anymore. I'm broke anyway, thanks to Biden's inflation. With digital, the government has even more control. Deanna says my sound is fine on TikTok. So, all right, so let's go ahead and move on. Move to YouTube. Sound is fine here. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. All right, so let's go on to the next one. So Brazil, am I in the right place? I am. Brazil could cement its status as an economic leader thanks to the 2024 CBDC move. Brazil is set to launch a central bank digital currency in 2024, a move that could contribute. Oh my God, am I ready? Contribute to its status as an economic leader in South America. As of 2022, more than 30 billion Brazilian citizens have no bank accounts and no credit or debit card. What's wrong here? For roughly a decade, Brazil has been passing legislation aimed at changing the situation. However, the results have fallen short of expectations. I'm going to need to make that bigger for my YouTube people. That's what she said. There we go. The Brazilian bank industry has always been extremely concentrated historically due to the country's microeconomic volatility. The bank's legacy technology and stringent oversight. At one point in time, the regulators needed more reliable bulwarks to build the local financial system and deal with scale. Concentration was inevitable and flip side of the strategy. However, the past few years, the balance started to shift, with regulators fostering competition through the novel legislation in tune with technological trends. Oh, she ran away. I was going to show you the cat. What do we got here? Smaller controls and better microeconomic environment. This process combined with the software, blah, 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 blah. What does this really mean? It means that Brazil is trying to become a player in the world, in the financial world, even though it can't, because it's going to force CBDCs down everybody's throat. In these, let me tell you what, in bad parts of the world, the dollar is still king. And people deal in that because it has value and they buy and sell and trade using the dollar. If you take that out and you go digital and there's an infrastructure that is not set up, then your economy will collapse. And if America goes digital, okay, check this out. Let's let this sink in for a second. If America goes digital and you don't have, your country is not digital or have a CBDC, then how do you spend the American dollar? How do you spend the American digital currency if you're still walking around with dollar bills in your pocket that are now worthless? So this is a huge problem for other countries that work with the dollar, that convert it or have their own paper money, and all of their paper money could literally be useless overnight. My volume problem was my hearing aid batteries that I took out because my wife is home. Nice. Alabama already blocked TikTok for all government electronics. It's just a matter of time. Professor X. Professor, yes, I believe it's 4 states now, but it's not Alabama. It's not the state. It's the government. That's a lot of people are talking about it. Hey, that's great. It's it's unfortunate. So 2 valuable things to remember about TikTok. One, it is just an intelligence gathering apparatus, and that the Chinese governments basically know all of your name, your rank, your serial number, your date of birth, your social security number, all of your kids, your IP address, how many times you push the buttons on your phone. They freaking know everything. And our government has known it for years. What's up, Nicholas? You called me mate. Which part of the world are you from, Nicholas? Nicholas says self. My digital wallet is in Ukraine. Hopefully you'll be able to get it back. Let's see. I've read on a couple of forums that the people that can buy banks bought the banks that own cryptos. Wales. I love it. Wales. A country of its own, and most people don't even know that. But I know that because I watch Netflix. Welcome aboard, Broseph. Unfortunately, just to let you know, I'm only going to be here on TikTok until the end of the month. And then after that, I'm only live streaming on YouTube. You can find it up there. There's a link in the bio. If you can't find it, go to localprepper.net. You should be able to get there from your country. And, yeah, have fun with that. Matter of fact, you just missed. I was just showing, I don't know if you're familiar with Funky Prepper over there in the UK. So I watch him all the time. I talk to him from time to time. He seems to be a straightforward guy. Let's see here. Yeah, no problem, Nicholas. Tell your friends. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and get off of Brazil. Nigeria bans ATM cash withdrawals over $225 a week to force use of CBDC. I think the article speaks for itself. Ever going to switch to Rumble? I am on Rumble, but I'm not live streaming on Rumble. I had contemplated it, but Rumble, Rumble's not that great. Rumble is great if you want to pay them the money to when you. I think you can live stream on Rumble now, or a free live stream on Rumble now. I was on Rumble before you could live stream, but anyway. So unless you're paying Rumble, you are not. No one's seeing your videos. I put a video out on. So if you guys didn't know this, I drop videos in 3 different places. First place a video goes out is normally YouTube. Okay, I drop it out there. That'll get anywhere from 30 to 100 viewers, maybe 100, 200 viewers. But it'll take time. I'm one of those people that you watch my videos later kind of thing. Then I go over to a place called Brighteon where you can say whatever you want to say. And I can drop the same video there, and inside of 24 hours, I've got 400 views. Okay, dynamite, that's great. Then I go to Rumble, which is supposed to be the best. And, yeah, I got like 3 views at Rumble. And don't say algorithm, because I know how to work the algorithm. Don't say search engine optimization, because I have optimized the search engine as well as it can be optimized. Let's see. But, yeah, no, I put it on Rumble. I put videos on Rumble, but I don't think I'll live stream there. I'm trying preaching, but control the spending, then you control the masses. That's Great Grand Momo. Great Grand Momo. Gotcha. Let's see here. I'm not preaching. Or are you? Are you? Are you? No, it doesn't matter. We're good. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. They lost it. They lost your wallet, Thomas. That sucks. All right. So, yeah, basically Nigeria says no more than $225 a week. It was $45 a day. But they're like, oh, this ain't working. Does that add up? $45? No, it doesn't. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how serious they are about it. Nigeria has drastically reduced the amount of cash individuals and businesses, which super sucks, can withdraw as it attempts to push its cashless Nigeria policy and increase the use of Naria? Naria is like a fake place, right? Nigeria's central bank digital currency. The Central Bank of Nigeria issued the directive to financial businesses. Directive! December 6th, circulate noting that individuals and businesses would now be limited to withdrawing 45 or 200 or 20,000 Nigerian pars per day at $225 per blah, blah, blah. Individuals and businesses will also be limited to withdrawing $225 respectively at bankers per week, with individuals hit with a 5% fee and businesses with a 10% fee for the amounts above those. Is that some horse shit or what? The banks are trying to cash in on fees if you take more than you're supposed to take. Unsat. Quote, customers should be encouraged to use alternative channels, internet banking, mobile bank apps, USD. Yeah, mobile bank apps. That's a joke. US dollars to conduct their banking transactions. This is dirty pool, guys. This is dirty pool. And if you guys didn't know about the like Venmo and all that other stuff, the videos are going around. I think it's hilarious. I'm going to show. I've got mine. I'm going to put it on TikTok, and I'm going to put it on Clapper, and I'm probably going to put it on YouTube too. So a year ago, guys, 1 year ago, on the 17th, December 17th. No, it was over a year ago. I put a video out called Sneaky Effers. And it's got 4.7 million views. It's got 412,000 likes, 9,725 comments, and 131,000 shares. And it was about this exact subject where I tried to warn everybody about how the government was being sneaky, how they had slipped this into a bill, and no one was talking about it. So be looking out for that video. That one's coming out today. That one will be out this morning once I cut it and edit it. And like I said, it goes to video. It's going to go to YouTube. It'll probably come out as a short if I can get it cut up small enough, because you can only do 1 minute shorts. It's definitely going on TikTok. It's going to be a big "I told you so" in your face. And I'm not gloating. I just think it's hilarious. Most of the comments, most of the 9,725 comments were, you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm this, and I'm that, and that's not this, and you got to go over 200,000, and I'm like, dude, I can read it. I actually did a rebuttal video where I showed them in writing from the IRS in the bill itself, and no one listened. So when you get that 1099K this year, party's on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. Let's see here. I'm just going to trust the process and put a whole $1.25 in CBDC. That is hilarious. Let's see here. Let's see. A way to steal with a license. I don't. What is the best Jackery kind of box? Keith, that really depends. Okay, so first and foremost, I do sell both of the two that I do like. If you like Jackeries, there's a couple back there. They're good to go up until you hit the 1,000 range. After that, you want to go to Pecron, because Pecrons just outperform Jackeries at the 1,000 and above range. Link in the bio. I sell them both. Click on the links. Some of them have codes. I think the Jackery code is like Prepper 46, and you'll get like 10% off. But Jackery doesn't. Jackery does not offer codes to affiliates, which I think is horse shit. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question. If you got any other questions, go to the link in my bio, hit my webpage, contact and ask me a question, and I'll be happy to answer for you. What's the net 1099K? Well, the 1099K is something that the company, like Venmo, PayPal, I haven't heard about Zelle yet. Zelle is the one that I'm wondering, because they're really quiet. But yeah, you're going to get sent a 1099K, You know, when you signed up for Cash App or whatever, and you said, I'm this person, and here's my telephone number, and here's my social security, and you gave them all that information, right? They're going to send you a 1099-K, and that 1099-K is going to say, this is income. Prove it's not. And if you haven't been keeping records like I have, you're asked out. That's income. You will be taxed on it. Have a great day. Oh, let's see here. Let's get back on point. Let's see here. I'm sure, and I'm serious, guys. Look for the videos, because like I'm going to do it. I've already downloaded it. I found it. I canceled my PayPal. That's dynamite. But if you moved any money on PayPal in the last 12 months, you're getting a 1099-K. All right, let's see here. Nobody's using CBDCs. India piloting one away. This is a problem, guys. All these countries that work on cash, the paper stuff, the money, all these countries that work on it are making it impossible for the country itself to move to a CBDC. It's going to be a problem for them. This is going to be some New World Order shit. And by the way, if you haven't seen the video that I did day before yesterday, YouTube did flag it as the new. And they flagged it. They put a little warning on it. It's a hypothetical theory. It's conspiracy stuff. What about e-transfers? I don't know. Mukwa. I don't know. Like I said, it's all up in the air unless you've done the research and figured it out for your particular situation. You just keep an eye on the mailbox. Keep an eye on the mailbox. What do you think the new 80,000 IRS agents are for, guys? What? Hey, Celia, good morning. What do you think they're for? I'm in Canada. Well, you got me. you got me. But here's the thing. And Canada, Mukwa, you need to get your ass in my Discord. Okay, link in the bio, bro. Find it. I think it's all the way at the bottom. Because I'm building a Canuck team. The team of Canucks. The team of giant red leaf people. Get your ass in there. I'm going to introduce you to all the other Canucks in the prepperdom. Joe said the new agents are for rich people. He wouldn't lie. Rich people don't get audited. Rich people have lawyers. Rich people have accountants with fiduciary responsibilities. Rich people don't get audited by the IRS. It's that easy. Okay, let's see. We need criminal friends because I guarantee organized crime has already figured out how to bypass the digital banking. Well, yeah, Donna, they just operate in gold and currency. It's that easy. Gold, silver, platinum, uranium, currency. They operate in that. They don't operate in let's just say they have figured it out, but they only have the money to do it. So, how do I connect to the other Canadian preppers? Okay, link in the bio. See that circle? Click it. It's going to take you to my link tree. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Find Local Preppers Discord. Click on that. Take a couple seconds. Create a profile. And I recommend that you use the same name that you used here so I remember who you are. Join the general chat. And when I see that, everybody's going to say hi to you anyway. So when I see that, then I'm going to put you into a special chat just for Canadians. Let's see here. Star says, bring it on. Let's go, man. But here's the thing. We're talking about the CBDCs. I'm in Canada and PayPal and all this other stuff. And, well, Canada's basically a socialist country now. So they're just going to date. They're just going to go like, this is what we're doing. No questions asked. And then half of Parliament will go, you're crazy. And the other half will be like, we're for the better good. And you're crazy. And we're better than you. And you're crazy. And you can't get rid of us. And that's the way the Canadian Parliament works these days. No problem, Mukwa. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This cat is freaking out. Hold on. I better let her. It's cold outside. I better let her in. Hold on a second. There you go. And we're back. Let's see. Don't sell your eggs or trade for goods or services. That way it's not income. Yes. Yes, my name means bear. Mukwa means bear. We learned some Canadian today. I love it. There you go. What do we got here? I guess I've got 3 people in Clapper. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. We got West Virginia Pappy. We got Deanna and Sarah Lou. Nice. Appreciate it. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is you do here on Clapper. All right, let's see here. But once again, it's almost impossible to start a central bank digital currency in a country that predominantly works in cash. It's a real problem. It's a real problem. Poor Prepper Cat. Melody, no, she loves it. She's already on the couch. She's already like licking her butt and all this other stuff. She is a very, very well balanced cat. She loves it outside. She doesn't care how cold. She sleeps outside at night. Of course, they do have their little Prepper Cat house that's heated. I think it could get warmer, but yeah, I don't think it'd be smart to try and mess with that. TikTok is on the chopping block again. Yeah, I mean, it is, but it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Eve Killer, in 16 days, I will no longer be live streaming on TikTok. I'm only going to be live streaming on YouTube. So if you want to continue to watch this super duper content, you're going to have to go up there and click that button and the link in the bio thing. I see myself pointing to it, but I don't know if I'm pointing to the one on your screen. And go to my YouTube page where you can actually see the things that I'm talking about, like right now. Newsweek, CBDC will be the end of American freedom. This is an opinion piece. It was written on January 27th, 2022. May I ask why? Well, the real reason will be revealed on the 30th because that'll be my last live stream. And there are several reasons. Let's face it. It's we could go out and say that's just a big ass China gathering, thing, and it is. That's true. If you didn't know that, you obviously haven't read the terms of service, and if you have, it clearly didn't freak you out. But TikTok has become a place for liberal ideology, and basically all the people who ran away from Twitter are now in TikTok, and it's a real problem. Guess I'm only supposed to breathe half as often. I hope not. I keep her at home, but she needs too much care. I got you. But no, Prepper Cat, she loves it outside. She's like jumps up and she goes wild out there. I haven't seen her eat a bird yet, but she's come back kind of stinky a couple times. She does eat bugs. She loves to stalk them and catch them and kill them and eat them. And then she's always smelling like dirt, so she's always digging in something. But she's happy. She's happy as a cat could be right now. She's getting ready to curl up on the couch and go to sleep for 12 hours so she can go back outside and run around and play tonight. JDM showed up. Hey, what's up, girl? Good to see you. David, good morning. Sorry for being tardy. No such thing, David. That's the nice thing about YouTube. You can watch my live streams because they're recorded. Yay! Screw you, TikTok. I think it's hilarious because I can watch my own recorded TikToks, but I don't know if you guys can. And if you can, that's dynamite, but I don't think anybody actually does it. Watch TikTok nursing home videos. I gotcha. Hey, listen, Kaylee, it's TikTok is nothing more than your daily dose of opium. That's all it is. Or not opium. Opiates. Opiates. No, that's not it. What serotonin? Melatonin? No. It'll come to me. Somebody say the drug that makes us happy. Let's see here. Oh, Trevor. Hey, good morning, Trevor. Good to see you, bro. I didn't see you before. Dopamine. Get your dope on. That's absolutely right. That's all TikTok does. That's all TikTok does. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's neat. Oh, and then you wonder why your eyes hurt when you when you look away from your phone and you go, I can't see anything. They won't focus anymore. It's bad, man. Government is the drug. Government is the worst drug. Alcohol. Thank you, David, for saying that. There you go. And I have about a 30-second delay on my YouTubers. That's not their fault. All right, so CBDs will be the end of American freedom. This is an opinion piece written back in January. If the Federal Reserve adopts a central bank digital dollar, the American government will be on a surefire path for authoritarianism. Central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, have caught the Fed's attention in recent months as the agency explores no regrets. As the agency explores developing a digital dollar based on the blockchain, fueled by the meteoric rise of popularity of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. While some compare CBDCs with Bitcoin, as CBDCs it's really hard, CBDC, can be based on blockchain, similarities between the two and there. In fact, CBDCs are a wolf in sheep's clothing, co-opting Bitcoin's appeal while undermining every one of its underlying principles. A CBDC adopted by the U.S. government would involve digitally represented dollars, sidled with all the issues of fiat currency that Bitcoin has created to solve. A sinister new spin by centralizing America's financial information and holdings in a digital Coinbase control by the U.S. government, CBDCs could create an authoritarian surveillance state and constitute a severe overreach of government power. With an American CBDC, the government would become both money printer and bank, destroying any checks and balances to the government's power over America's financial holdings. By granting the government ownership over the root technology of money, CBDCs allow the government complete discretion over how and whether people can use their money. Pretty straightforward stuff, guys. Pretty straightforward stuff. I'm going to go ahead and post this article. I'm going to post this article in the I'm going to post. You know what? I'm going to post this article in the Patreon, and I'm using the word Patreon because Patreon is in the process of changing, guys. For years, I have offered only one level in the Patreon. And the Patreon, what do you ask? That is the inner circle. That is where all the cool preppers talk every single day like it is cool. It's where we say, hey, good morning. It's where we say, hey, can you tell me about this? No problem. It's where friends come together to talk about their preparedness. Not a joke. And it's also a place where people talk about their families and their friends. And I even had one this morning who sent me a message about showing me how their son does his daily Lyme disease treatment, because the Patreon is like the family of this community that we're making. And traditionally, it's only been $3 a month. And I'm going to now make a couple of different tiers, and so that people can actually get in for $1. Now, you won't get as much as the $3 people, and that's as high as I'll ever go, is $3. You won't get as much as the $3 people, but you'll still get some stuff. I'm going to be changing that up. That will be announced on Friday. If you're interested, that's when you'll find out. All of my current Patreons, nothing changes for you guys. Nothing at all is going to change for you guys. All right, let's see here. Getting back onto CBDCs. That's that shameless self-promotion. Let's see. We see you buy this, so we're cutting you off. That's a possibility. That's a possibility, guys. What will happen with bank institutions when this takes effect, shutting down or converge? Interesting. That last statement. Let me reread that last statement. By granting the government ownership over the root technology of money, CBDCs allow the government complete discretion over how or whether people can use their money. With an American CBDC, the government would become both money printer and bank. Yes. The banks are freaking out, guys. The banks are freaking out. Why do you think? Who do you think these 12 test banks They're in New York. Who do you think those guys are? Why do you think they're involved? Yeah. You see, they won't need all these little banks. They won't need them. There would be nobody to hand you cash. There'll be nobody to cash your check. Where is stereo think about? I don't know what that means, Ozark Pepper. I don't know what that means. Where is stereo think about? I don't know. About control. Oh, we've got a couple people in the clapper still. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Sorry, you're way over there. You're way over there. One day you'll move over here until it's over. We have been into this point before. Do you think this is really about to happen? No, we've never been to this point before. Never. It's only gotten worse. What is it? 67. I think it was either 60. I think it was 67 when we were taken off the gold standard and turned to a fiat currency, and that happened because the government defaulted. A lot of people don't know that. It defaulted. So we've never been to this point. But we're going there, and it's going to get bad. Does this mean Hicktown Honey says, does this mean mortgage ends? No, it doesn't. It means that they'll just find a way to transfer that debt to some other place. I think the banks will be around just long enough for the CBDCs to become a thing, and then they'll either sell their debt to the government, or sell their mortgages to the government. I mean, mortgages get sold all the time. If you guys didn't know that, when before I paid off my house, it was an annual thing for my mortgage to be sold to some other place, and I got my mortgage from a damn credit or not a credit, not a credit. It's not a bank, but it's a credit union. I got mine from a credit union, and my mortgage was sold 4 times before I paid off my house. The corporation has been dissolved. That is illegal. What are you talking about? The RAV. Seriously, what are you talking about? The corporation has been dissolved. That is illegal. Tell me more, bro, before I decide to change your screen. It won't be good. Big Brother goes from watching to controlling every aspect of our lives. Yeah, glad paid. Exactly. No, it doubles. What? Just explain what you just said. You said the corporation has been dissolved. That is illegal. I'm on your side, man. Okay, cool. But I still would like to build a relationship with you and learn about what you just said. You just blurted out a bunch of stuff. So use your thumbs, because I know that's where you are. Let's go, man. What will happen to credit unions? I don't know. They'll probably dissolve because their credit. And if you guys didn't know this, if you're in a credit union, you're a shareholder simply by opening an account. Yeah. Nobody knows. Nobody's talking about it, Off subject, what do you think about recent attacks on power stations? Illegal to cancel student debt. Absolutely true. It is illegal to cancel student debt. I think that is going to fix itself in the next Congress, since some adults have taken over the House, and they'll just hold the administration accountable, and they'll want money, and they're not going to give them any, and they'll be like, fix this problem or you're not getting any money, and that's how it works. Thank you for saying that. The Rav or the Rev, the Raven. I see your picture. Check out the movie In Time. Society uses allowable credits on their watch. Controlled election. In Time, huh? All right. I can tell you, I watched this. There's a guy. I don't want to give it away because I want people to watch my videos. But there's a guy I found. He's in Great Britain, And I don't know, is that even appropriate? I don't care. It's Great Britain. It's England. He's in England. He messes with people's minds, and he created a scenario on this dude to turn him from a slacker into somebody who's like a real good person by creating an environment, or creating a world where like a vaccine, or not a vaccine, but a virus had turned people into zombies, and basically, it's because of a comet, and it was all really weird. But it's very weird. Apparently, he's been doing this shit for years. But I'm going to turn it into a series of videos for you guys to watch. It's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's not canceling. It's 10,000K relief for low-income students. What about COVID relief fund? Gavin, I don't recognize what you're saying, but it is canceling $10,000 of owed money to the government. So you can say the word relief if you want. And it's not for low-income students. It's for people that are within a specified income range. So don't say, you know what? Here, let me help you with Gavin. Let me help you, Gavin. We're just going to go ahead and change your screen, bro, because the more I try to engage with you as an adult, the more I realize that you were literally just regurgitating talking points of the frickin' fringe, off the fringe. All right, let's see here. Watch Dead Suddenly. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Yeah. I am so that one right there's got, that one is really hard to talk about. That is definitely not for the TikTok. That is definitely not for the YouTubes. But on the Rumble side, yeah, I have stopped myself several times about making a video on that movie and the things that they've shown because it's ridiculous. It's so many people are going to die. There's so many children are going to die. It's sad. Van Helsing, nice name. I appreciate you. I'm no longer going to be going live on TikTok after the 30th. Let's see. It doesn't matter. The Rav. It doesn't matter because those things aren't the things that we talk about here. We talk about preparedness, the world around us, how it's going to affect us, ways to get ready. That's what we talk about. Let's see here, Kaylee. Division tactics used to keep us from standing against the corporate oligarchy. Got you. Okay, let's see here. And so CBDC's bad. Let's see. What do we got here? One more. Wall Street bankers argue digital currency could destroy banks. Oh, we were talking about that. Isn't that special? Let's go ahead and dig into that. Wall Street bankers are concerned that a Fed-backed digital dollar could severely damage banks. Oh, say it isn't so. According to a letter that lobbyists sent to the U.S. Central Bank. I wonder who the lobbyists are working for. The lobbyists sent this letter in response to a call for the Fed for comments on a potential central bank digital currency, according to the report. American Bankers Association argued the digital dollar would lead to deposits accounting for 71% of bank funds are at risk for moving to the Federal Reserve. Interesting. This in turn would increase the cost of funding in banking to an unstable level. That's confusing me. Aren't the banks in control? No. Well, the banks are... No. The Fed is in control. The Fed has always been in control. The Fed is not even a government organization. And somehow they control our lives. The Fed is the United States central bank. They're taking control of all of our money. That's what this is all about, guys. Hey, LP, I'll talk to you later. I didn't get that much. I didn't like that much. Gotta go. All right, Kofi, we'll talk to you later, bro. Banks have no money. So, bad. It's all bad. It's all bad, 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 bad. All right, let's see here. For the 7th time, no longer going live on TikTok. Wow, I wonder how many times they can get you to say it in an hour. We should be keeping track. Bradley, you are now the official not going live on TikTok counter guy dude person. You've been nominated. The power is yours. You may count away. Okay, so I'm going to take a mental break, and I'm going to let the dog in if she wants to come in. I think she's outside, and she seems to be happy, but I've got a video for you, and we're going to go ahead and push that button and pray it works. If not, I'll be watching.
I come bearing 2 emergencies today. Number 1 is gas for your car. You're not going to have it. Number 2 is the stock market, and I believe it is going to be a trap, but you'll have to wait and see. I'll show you. I mean, sometimes it takes time to play out, kind of like marriage, right? Remember all those promises that she promised to do? And ladies, I do not mean any disrespect. You are beautiful. You are hot. You carry the cookies. So I get it. You control the lid to the cookie jar. I understand. In regards to traps, there's 2 of them. So you got one stock market. The other one is oil. So you probably should go fill up your car right now. You are playing into Biden's hands, and I have nothing against the guy. I am sure he's been a good father. He raises a strong family. About a year ago, I started seeing him drain our reserves, right? An emergency. This is only to be used for an emergency. Break glass. So you might want to consider looking at those EV vehicles. Even though that's probably part of the plan, now that I think about it, right? Pushes you all into EV. I can't fill up my car, so I might as well just go VD. Or EV, sorry, Freudian slip. But if you run out of electricity in your car, yeah, you'd probably choose the latter. But where are the U.S. strategic oil reserves? I can tell you, they've all been sent to communism or other countries that you're like, you're really sending all of our reserves there? This is confusing. Oh, I know, it's just part of the plan. Here's how many barrels remain and where they are. Biden announced plans to release 15 barrels, blah, blah, blah. Here, I'll give you the chart so you can see this. Look, see that? See that thing? How it just keeps going down the side of my shoulder and doesn't stop? You're basically back into the 80s. 1984 to be exact. That's where we're at right now. But we are diving off a cliff like no other. And within a few months, it'll look like the 70s. Do you remember what the 70s looked like, kids? I do. And I actually almost missed the 60s by a half a year. But resident Joe Biden, that's just what it says. He's just a resident there. Will soon announce a release of 15 million more. Okay, now this was just updated. So this is like the end of October. So hopefully not yet. But he did say he was going to do 180 million barrels. And this is the largest drain in a 50-year history. Or I'm sorry, the largest sale. You see, you got to understand, when gas prices go up, presidents don't get reelected. So they do everything that they can to get reelected. And that would be, hey, free oil for everyone. Also, if I don't forget, I will show you, because you've asked me, trade oil. So I'll show you where we're at. Hey, wouldn't you like to fill up for 79 cents? I remember filling up my motorcycle for 79 cents. Crazy. But you're going to be seeing these coming to a city near you. Long lines, high prices, and fisticuffs. And this was going on in the early 70s and late 70s. So it was kind of like the stock market, up and down. Oh, and actually, as we speak, December 1st, the Biden administration is seeking to stop. That's it. U.S. seeks to halt oil reserve sales to refill depleted stockpiles. A little bit late there, Joey. You see, this is it's not my fault. I didn't do this. What you guys need to understand is oil is used in everything. So it could be refined, so you can have gasolina for your car. You can have gas. That's like the offshoot of doing it. Well, not doing it, refining it. But I guess that segues into, like, for example, Vaseline, right? To my married friends out there. So it's used in everything, and we don't have it because we gave it all away. So now we're like, hey, Putin, can we work out a deal here? Which is crazy because we make all of it. We win at everything. We don't need, sorry, Russia, we don't need you, Putin. Here, this is top 5 oil producers and their percentages of the world. 14, I'm just rounding that one up to 15% for America. Russia, second place. Saudis, third place. And Canada and Iraq. I have a lot of friends, y'all, over here in Texas that make a heck of a lot of money doing the oil game. And that's where most of it, well, I mean, for the most part, you got Texas, 42%, New Mexico, North Dakota, hello, Alaska, and Colorado. So just know, in the next few months, this is going to get spicy. And I'm excited to see the narrative, right? That's what's fun. It's like, smart people like you and I, that's probably why you subscribe, so you don't get your, I don't know, whatever they tell you on mainstream media. Well, it's basically whatever the algorithms, and I probably shouldn't have said that word, but it's all generated. And if you go down the rabbit hole, it's two things, money or power, which now you understand. Okay, but you probably already understood that. The U.S. is depleting its strategic petroleum reserve faster than it looked. Also coming in from, you already know this, U.S. core inflation, right? It was that from yesterday's video. I said you have two laggards in there. You have rent, the thing, remember I said the stuff over your head, that's coming in, and cars. I probably didn't say cars. That was pretty much obvious. And so now everyone's like, okay, the Fed has some wiggle room. Maybe they won't do, and now we can start pivoting. But you will be able to make money on all of this FOMO. Everyone's going to be piling into this. So please learn how to do this stuff. Don't let this one pass you by. Just know, market go up, well then market really go down. So do not be, like I've been preaching for 15 years, the one kid. When can I let go? Also, if you're totally lost on what to trade, I have watch lists. I have a bear market watch list and a bull market watch list that I trade. So take a look at that, and I will see you tomorrow because I work every single day of my life.
All right, looks like we are still active. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and continue on with this. And Mukwa, I see you there. I'm going to try to get you into that chat. I can't quite figure out how to do it, but I see you in the general. Welcome aboard. Everybody's waving and saying hi to Mukwa. All right, new current fusion technology. It was interesting news. Yes, woodwork it was. We will see how quickly the people who do not want you to have that shut it down. Most of those people normally end up dead, unfortunately, and that's the truth. So, what do we got here? I think we're all set on those chats. Looks like we're all set here. So, this next segment is going to be about, for the next basically hour, it's going to be kind of like, there are some vast similarities between, and you're going to love this, the fall of Rome and the fall of the United States. A lot of people are always like, why do, Rome was one of the greatest countries, empires. It lasted the longest of any other country, empire, republic than anything else on the planet. And it's like, so where did they go? What happened? Why did they fall? And this isn't a history lesson. This is a lesson in comparison. And it was this article right here that I have up here from Zero Hedge called Lawsuit. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, unless you're the Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman, Gary Gensler, who scrubbed evidence of a meeting with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton from his calendar, along with key details of a meeting with billionaire leftist operative George Soros. Now, how does this have anything to do with what we're talking about? It's simple. It's corruption. We're talking about a country that used to remove its emperors by killing them. We've literally started to get to that point, this goes back to the old term, getting Hillaried, Let's take a look at this one right here. This one kind of got me, and it kind of goes deeper into the problem that we're going to talk about. And I wanted you guys to see it, and I want you guys to think about it. It goes, It's basically, the quote is, "You believe your effing intel briefers?" Tucker Carlson went ballistic over Russian agent accusations. Now, this isn't to push anything right-wing or even Fox or whatever it is. It's an actual conversation that is taking place over what is actually happening to another human being that is directly focused at the corruption within our government. So I'm not going to read anything. I'm just going to scroll down to the place where it actually pops in. I'm actually going to make it bigger for the YouTube people. That's what she said.
I think the interesting thing about that initial interest, and I think kind of the, at its core, whether it's the CIA or the FBI or the NSA, these other entities that at their core purpose is they're supposed to be performing an essential service to the country.
Yes.
Like the CIA, for example, gathering intelligence and helping our leaders make the best informed decisions.
Yes, that's right.
To serve the best interests of the country. Well, you take that and then you look at kind of where things have gone wrong and how things have played out over years, but also like how they're playing out today, and how you talked about on your
Twitter.
show what
Another
happened
place.
with
I'm everywhere.
what text messages and emails being read or collected by the NSA. Would you talk a little bit about that and what a chilling effect that has on our society and our democracy?
Yeah, I mean, it's you don't have a democracy when you have
What's up, Judy?
powerful government spy agencies with multi-billion-dollar black budgets turning their powers against the population they're supposed to be serving. It's that simple. So this is incompatible with representative government, and it's happening at scale. So in my case, not a complicated story. I wanted to interview Putin. This was before the Ukraine war, because I always wanted to go to Russia. I want to meet Putin. He's a player in world affairs. Why wouldn't I want to interview him? That's my job.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell anybody, actually, including at my company or my producers or whatever. I reached out to a friend of mine who I thought might know somebody. We had a bunch of exchanges about this, got in touch with the Russians. And then I got a call summer before last, from a very, very one of my closest friends in Washington saying, "Hey, why don't you come up on Sunday in Washington? I need to talk to you about something." "What is it?" "Well, just come up." So I actually flew to Washington from Maine to go see this friend who's like, "I know someone at NSA, not a low-level person at all, who secretly likes your show, who told me that you are trying to get a Putin interview and go to Russia." I was like, nobody knew this. Not one person knew this. So the hair on my arms went up, and so I knew this was real, and they have your emails and your texts, and they're going to leak them to the media to discredit you as a Putin lover. And I was rattled I'm not often rattled just because I've been doing this for so long, but that bothered me. So I called a U.S. senator who I don't know very well, but for some reason I kind of trusted, and I said, I just want to get this. I just want to tell you this. You're like my safety deposit box.
Sure.
I don't know where this is going, but I want you to know. And then I talked about it on TV. But it's a minor thing, but it's not just me.
It's not.
In the end, I'm not
though.
having
an
affair. I'm paying my taxes. Like, I don't actually have much to hide. But a lot of people have things to hide. And by the way, in a free society, you're allowed to hide them. There's no freedom without privacy. Like, we don't have to tell everybody everything. That's not required. Right. And when it is required, we're living in a totalitarian system. So I believe in privacy. There are members of Congress who are controlled by the intel agencies. I'm not speculating on this. I lived there for 35 years. I know this. I had a very high-ranking member of the House Intel Committee tell me at dinner at a restaurant in Washington when he'd been drinking, "We got to talk about this." And I said, "Oh, I'll text you." He goes, I can't text. And I said, "Why is that?" And he goes, "Well, because NSA reads my text." And I said, "NSA reads it? Wait, you're the head guy on the Intelligence Committee. You're their boss. You're providing oversight in our constitutional system." He's like, "Yeah, but they're still spying at me." First thing. Second thing, Michael McCall, who is the leader of, I would say, the neocons in the House, kind of low-key neocons, but neocons. I got into an argument with him once last year on the phone. He told somebody that I was a Russian agent or something, and I was outraged. So I called him on the phone, and I used bad language. I was really mad. And he said, whoa. I just got that. That's what the intel briefers told me, that you were working for Russia. And I said, that's what the intel briefers told you? You believe your fucking intel brief? Like, how old are you, son? I'm from DC. My dad was in this world. Like, you're being manipulated by your intel briefers. Duh. And he's like, well, they had, all kinds of corroborating evidence. Did you see the evidence that I was a Russian agent? I'm an American. I was born here. I've never lived anywhere else. Pretty patriotic. Like, what an outrageous thing to say. He goes, well, they had, I believe what basically, he tells me I believe what they say. And I told him like 5 times. I probably shouldn't be repeating this, but I was thinking about it this morning. Because I just saw that McCall is now sending more money to Ukraine. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why are you doing that? Well, because you're controlled by the intel agencies. That's why. That is true. And I'm just absolutely sick of it. I'm sick of it. I believe my intel briefers. Like, and I don't think he's dumb enough to believe his intel briefers. I don't think any of these people think they're not being manipulated. They know they're being manipulated. And there are pressure points that can be applied on people. I mean, let's just be totally honest. I'm not, accusing anyone of anything specifically, but if you have a drinking problem or you're not, you have a complicated personal life, and a lot of people do, particularly in DC, you're vulnerable. Right. And that's just true. And I'm sure I assume this is going to be public, people, you're a conspiracy. No, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm from there. Right. And I know how this works. I spent, again, my whole life around it. So that's real. I'm not accusing them of killing Kennedy. I'm just telling you there are members of Congress who were controlled by the intel agencies. And that's a fact. And I just think that that's completely incompatible with a free society or with a democracy. And I don't know why nobody ever says it. I
think you just said why they never say it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Chuck Schumer, I mean, that famous news clip where he said that quiet part out loud, right? Where, he was talking about, I think he was talking about Trump, wasn't he? Where he was saying, hey, he doesn't know who he's messing with when he's taking on the intelligence community, because they can screw you at 7 ways till Sunday or something like that. Which it definitely points to that bigger issue and that bigger problem of.
But how could he say something like that? I mean, how could you, as the head Democrat in the Senate, accept a system where the people are not in charge? It is not a democracy. Unelected spy agencies are controlling the outcome of domestic politics. Like, you're okay with that? Right. That's a dictatorship, asshole. Like, what do you think that is? I mean, I just think, and I couldn't have less regard for Chuck Schumer. But I know him, and he's not stupid. He's not stupid at all. No. He's quite smart. So he's never thought this through. He has thought it through. He accepts it as okay. And, we should never accept something like that, ever.
No. And the fact that there was no response like yours to his statement on whatever show he was on when he made that statement says it all, and how pervasive this is. It's not only with those who are in Congress and some of the most powerful offices in the country, but how it also plays out with people in the media who just accept that power position.
And then they lecture us about democracy. Democracy's at stake. Really? What is this democracy you speak of? What does it look like? Define that for me, if you would. What does it mean to have a democracy? My understanding was that representative democracy is a system in which the population gets to govern their own country through their representatives. Mm-hmm. You're describing a completely different system where they are disenfranchised and disempowered and then controlled by people who've never been elected by anybody. So that is, whatever you call that, that is the opposite of democracy. That is not democracy. So how dare you? May those words burn on your lips next time you lecture me about democracy.
Exactly.
That actually gets, I guess I'm too literal, but it just gets me spun up thinking about that.
No, but you're speaking the truth about what is at the core, this underlying problem, and they're so careless in how in their actions and their rhetoric that shows they're either not thinking through what the consequences of their actions and words are and the impact that they have on our democracy and frankly on our national security, especially people like Chuck Schumer and Mike McCall and others. They're either not thinking through it or they really, really, really just don't care.
Yes, I think it's the latter.
I think it's the latter as well. They're too busy thinking about themselves and how they can advance themselves and going back to this whole team sport and their own position or fame or thinking about how they're going to make money after they leave Congress than they are actually about the the consequences of a decision. And this thing with Russia, I mean, it is now the thing that they throw out anytime there's someone that they disagree with. I have been called all the same things that you have been called.
You certainly have, much more than I have been.
And you know, Senator Mitt Romney, case in point, put out a tweet calling me a treasonous liar, with no obviously saying that I was, you know, a traitor and a Russian asset or a puppet or whatever it was, but having no evidence to back it up. We sent him a legal letter saying, hey, you've just accused me of a crime. I still serve in the U.S. Army Reserves, of a crime that is punishable by death under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, of committing treason, and you're in a position of great power and influence, where if you really believe that was true, then there are things that you can do. Actually, there are actions that you should take. If you think
that's right.
If you think that a lieutenant colonel in the United States Army Reserves has committed treason, also former member of Congress who ran for president, well, like, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it?
Yeah, come
Nothing.
arrest me.
Exactly.
But send the cops to my house.
Exactly. Absolutely nothing. Had no response publicly or privately to our legal letter demanding, hey, you've made this statement, back it up if you really.
Okay, so I think there's enough of that there. I simply wanted you guys to see and hear that, because it's gotten to the point now where people aren't actually understanding what has happened. So I always amuse myself by asking Google things, and you know, it's like, oh, why did Rome fall? What caused the fall of? It's like, no. So I just asked you a simple dumb question. I said the problems with Rome. If you're on the YouTube side, you can see this clearly. I've got it blown up for you. And it's amazing some of the stuff that you'll get back from reputable sources too. So I asked this question, the problems with Rome. No question mark, no punctuation, no nothing. And they include economic crisis, okay? Barbarian attacks. Well, that doesn't really apply to us, except for terrorists, okay? Farming issues from exhausted soil due to cultivation, so farming problems. Inequity between the rich and the poor. Isn't that what they're trying to create now? Detachment from local elites from public life. Yeah, that whole middle class slowly disappearing. An economic recession as a result of over-reliance on slave labor. We're just going to stick to the economic recession portion. If one believes anything in the media, well, enough said. That's the truth. That is the truth. And to my Canucks, I have made you guys a special members-only room. Enjoy it until you abuse it, in which time I will take it away. TDS is a CIA psyop for globalist control. What? Oh, The Daily Show. The Daily Show is a joke. It's an absolute joke. I used to watch that when it was funny. They need the recession to finish bringing in the CBDCs, in my opinion. That's okay. Everybody's. I think. Like we were talking about in the very beginning of the live feed, they need a reason to say the dollar is bad. They need a reason. They couldn't just come right out and say, well, everybody is moving to, you know, all the people that we think are our enemies or that we're not like super duper friendly with, they're all moving to a gold based currency, silver, platinum. They're moving to that. So basically our fiat or fake money will become worthless. So they couldn't just come right out and say that and, you know, kind of like, oh, we're America, super strong, oh, biggest economy in the world, all our money's fake. We have to go to CBDCs, guys. Sorry, we screwed up. They can't do that. So they need a reason. And whether one happens or they create it or whatever it may be. Good morning, Barb. Good thing we haven't turned it into a drink. What are we talking about? Well, we're going to turn it into a drinking game? That's hilarious, man. The rainbow currency is coming. Yeah, I don't know what that means. All that money going to Big Pharma is an attempt to control inflation partially. I just think the rich are getting richer. The richer they are now, it's all about positioning, guys. It's all about positioning. So if you're extremely rich, then you never feel the effects of a crap economy. You're automatically in the elite class. People want to talk to you. People want what you have. So it's all positioning. And I think the people in Big Pharma, they're not stupid. They know this. But you're also talking about the shareholders, the CEO, the president, the COO, the director of whatever. They're the ones that are pulling the strings in that company to make as much money for themselves and the company as possible. And when the shit goes down, they're going to be sitting high and dry. Research rainbow currency. Keep calm. Shive on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me change this. Let me change my screen here. Rainbow currency. Oh, let's see. Rainbow token. Price charts new. It's on Coinbase. Rainbow token is now 95.62, below the all-time high. A current rainbow token is 0.00000004 per lower than the US dollar. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Now I got to... It's not coming. There's not... I just did it. I just did exactly what you asked me to do, which is why I had to change your screen. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Do you really think I'm that stupid? Anyway, let's get back on point. Doesn't sound like it's coming into me. All right, so let's scroll down a little bit here and see what was Rome's biggest problem in their empire. Lack of loyalty and distrust. The lack of loyalty from the military and the distrust in the government among Romans were perhaps the biggest reason for the fall of the Roman Empire. That's pretty interesting, guys. It's pretty interesting. Starting to sound a lot like our current State of the Union. What else is Google saying? What are the three main reasons Rome fell? Okay. Instead, many historians point to a number of different problems combined that brought about the fall of the Roman Empire. There were three main reasons for the fall of Rome, which are political instability, economic and social problems, and finally a weakening of the frontier or border. So, political instability, yeah, that's us. Economic and social problems, yeah, that's definitely us. And the whole weakening of the frontier or border, that's the ability to fight wars, guys. Yeah, our military's not looking so hot these days, if you didn't know that. They're a little woke for my taste. You know, you can have all the fancy button pushers you want, but man, it's all about boots on the ground. It's that easy. And if you're too silly if you're a full bird colonel taking pictures of you in your dog mask wearing your uniform, and then by the people finding your Pinterest page with you having sex with men in your dog face, in your uniform, in the military locker, you know what I'm saying? Our military is not what it's supposed to be. Ozark Prepper, we are Roman Empire 2.0. Cha-ching! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We are in the fall. We are in the fall. Wonder what's going to happen with the new SMA in August. Ozark Prepper, do me a favor, help me out with your acronym SMA. I appreciate it. Let's see here. What else are we talking about? Why did Rome become unstable? economic problems, government corruption, crime, private armies, and the rise of Julius Caesar as emperor has led to the eventual fall in 27 BCE. That's interesting. Sergeant Major of the Army. Oh, I don't know, man. There's no telling. There is no telling if the new Sergeant Major of the Army can do anything to the Army, since their officer corps, the DoD's officer corps, has already been filled with a bunch of left-wing nutbags. These are people that are trained to protect the institution at all costs, and they're not about the the lieutenants through captains and some majors that are about the troop on down. You know what I'm saying? It went to shut a while ago for sure. Oh, this started in the 90s. This started in the 90s with Obama. It's just now got to the point where it's absolutely ridiculous. So nobody even wants to talk about the military anymore. I mean, the only thing that people talk about with the military is the special forces, because they know these guys aren't fucking around. They're there. They want to influence things. They want to be part of the solution. That's kind of like their thing. I don't know if you recognize that up there. Let's see here. What else is Google telling us today? What was one problem the Romans faced? The old Roman Empire struggled with outside invasion from Germanic people. We have an invasion problem. The state of Texas has declared an invasion, and the U.S. government will not help them. Yeah, I think yesterday there were 16,000 interactions at the border yesterday. 16,000 interactions at the border yesterday. I'm waiting for border agents to quit. Wealth inequity due to inflation. Oh my. This is we could literally play a game called Change the Place. It says, what was one problem that Americans faced? We could change this. The American Empire struggled. Inequality due to inflation. Political corruption. Political instability due to multiple assassinations. Interesting. A dwindling labor pool and overdependence on slavery. That's come back. But we could actually flip that around and say the dependence on people who would work for less than $15 an hour. Overexpansion. We have bases. We have people everywhere. Okay. Overspending. Oh my God. An imbalance of power created by... Ooh, this is on homeworkstudy.com. We're going to look at that real quick. I want to open that. I want to see that. View the answer. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any of that. It's all blurred out. You son of a monkey's uncle. I really want to know what that at the end of that is. I don't care about rainbow token. That's stupid. All right. What went wrong with Rome? Yeah, I didn't spell that right at all. Let's see. 8 reasons why Rome fell. What's the problem with Rome? We did that already. It's declined due to government and economic corruption. Yeah. What ended Rome? The West was severely shaken in 410 when the city of Rome was sacked by the Visigoths, a wandering nation of Germanic people from the northeast. The fall of Rome was completed in 476 when the German chieftain Odoacer deposed the last Roman emperor of the West, Romulus Augustus. He was actually a pretty bad dude, Romulus Augustus. Yeah. $15 barely the minimum wage, barely. It's not even. Where are we at here? U.S. minimum wage. The U.S. minimum wage is $7.25 per hour. Go work at Walmart. Hi, welcome to Walmart. Let's see. Agree. Hard to influence change for the good when you're being fought at every angle. Exactly. Ozark Prepper. Ozarks. Ozarksa Prepper. Ozarksa Pepper. Ozarksa Pepper. I'm a pepper. You're a pepper. We're nowhere. Border and Trans. Good morning. What's up, Barb? They're in the White House. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, guys. I mean, we could go on, but pretty much Google's going to tell us the same exact thing, that it's that over and over in different words. So, where are we really all going with this? What do we need to do as preppers to make sure that, you know, it's like everybody's waiting for the fall, everybody's waiting for the crash, everybody's waiting for the big, you're all gonna die. Everybody's waiting for that. You know, that's kind of like what we're preparing for. But it's not going to come fast. It's going to be this slow, trickling pain, and it's not going to be a surprise. You're not going to wake up one morning and go, oh my God. You're going to feel it. You're going to suffer until the world wakes up. It's going to be a bad time. So what can we do? I always go back to my 3 main pillars of preparedness: water, food, and security. Water, store some water, man. Go to freaking Dollar Tree, go to Walmart, buy some jugs. Get the ones that are blue. Don't get the ones that are gray. You know why? Because I like blue. No, because they're actually pretty kick-ass jugs. If you don't believe me, go to link in my bio. Go to my Amazon page. Go support the page. Go do all these things, and that'll eventually lead you to a blue jug that you can buy at Walmart. Not joking. Or you can buy it on Amazon. Start storing water. It's not hard. It's not hard. One of the things that I just recently picked up, Walmart sells. One of the problems with storing water is you should get it off the ground. Okay. 2, you don't want it to. The water is going to constantly be changing temperature. You don't want it to mess your floor up. Just that difference, there could be condensation issues. Walmart sells these mats, these cheap rubber doormats for $4. Pick some up. Put them underneath your water jugs. Stop making excuse. You always leave shelter out. No, I don't leave it out because it's not a pillar of preparedness. Shelter is one of the lettered acronym pieces for survival. There's a huge difference. We have shelter. It's everywhere. So it's not a pillar for preparedness. Let's see. What is it? What if your house burns down? What if your dog has a square asshole? Would he shit bricks? Fair enough, right? What do you think of getting a wood-burning stove? I think it's awesome if you can get one installed into your house. I think it's absolutely awesome. I did a video several months back about why there's no more wood-burning stoves or why there's no more fireplaces. It's pretty simple. The houses now they're federally mandated, and this is something that's actually being enforced now, or the beginning of enforcement, okay? Right now, only 40% of the homes in the United States, roughly 40%, I can't remember the actual statistic, have fireplaces in them. And the reason is because with the advances in technology and federal regulations, the houses have to be airtight to semi-airtight. And that's not possible with a fireplace. So in order to meet certain standards in certain places, they've stopped building them. Also, it takes about $10,000 to $15,000 off the price tag of a house for construction if it doesn't have a fireplace. So that's the reason. That's the real legitimate reason, not because we've got shit bricks. That's fucking funny. Yes, I'm gonna show that, Mr. Colt. That's not that's the legitimate reason why we don't have a lot of fireplaces, and we've stopped burning wood because the tree huggers love their trees, and it's all around us, and we can grow it. We do. The Federal Forestry Service grows it like crazy. It grows everywhere. It takes years to replant it. Yeah, about every 10 years you can harvest it. There's actually a rotation, like a crop. Lumber companies do it all the time. But here we are, listening to the hum of our heat pump. So yes, if you can get, they've banned wood stove fireplaces in Montreal. I frickin' believe it. It's absolutely insane. The craziest thing I ever saw pertaining to that was when the last time I was in Europe, I was in Germany, and they have these special attachments that go on their stove pipes / wood burning stoves, and you had to have this. One, you had to pay for it to be installed yourself, and it was a federal requirement. And you have to pay a carbon tax every year for having that for your wood stove. Insane. I always wonder where they came from. Who know? It was. Well, now you know, Colt. Now you know. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wood's telling me something here. That makes sense with. Doesn't know. That's not entirely true. Ooh, here we go. My firebox is very efficient and passes most current laws. Okay, my firebox. I said fireplaces. That's what I said. When we closed our convenience store down, insurance forced us to get rid of our wood stove. That is awful. We've been looking around. Seems to be shortage or back order we have been looking at. Yeah, Vermont castings. I gotcha. Yeah, I actually have at the property in North Carolina that I don't spend any time at. That I have a giant wood stove that you can actually has the cooking burners on it and all that other stuff. But any suggestions on Brent? No. Why do you say 16 days? Cosmic Collaborator. Because in 16 days I will no longer be doing live streams on TikTok. That's number 8. Cha-ching! Who's counting this shit? Someone better be counting it since they brought it up. Grateful for these regulations as I can finally start to breathe normally again. That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane, and you're going to likely have a bad day. Let's see here. Today, breathe in happiness, joy, and trust. Exhale sadness, pain, and doubt. Oh, very nice, Bent. I like that. Bent on Chrome, 1975. I got you. Very nice. Everyone takes a drink. Everyone take a drink. Glug, 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 glug. That's what Fridays are for. That's what Fridays are for, Miss Melody. You know that. Fireplaces do nothing. Fireboxes are different. Noted. Yes. Noted. Okay, so we've got, we got 19 more minutes left. And I think, I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and open it up because I don't want to shortchange you on the 2 hours that I owe you. If you got any questions, put them in the chat. I'm going to take a sip of coffee and wait for that to happen. I'm a little disappointed, TikTok. You are letting me down. We should easily be at 10K by now. And on the YouTube side, I'm going to check. Let me check the YouTube side. I've got, the YouTube side is maxing it out. If you're on the YouTube side and you have not liked 3 times, like on, like off, like on. Please do that now while everybody else is typing something in the chat. And I shall wait for you to do that in silence because I want to. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't hear any keyboards clicking. It's almost noon. I'm going to take my Alpha Brain. Alpha Brain. Not an affiliate. Not joking. If you don't interact, you get nothing back. Kind of rhymed. All right, Russell. Russell, I appreciate it. So what are your thoughts on the upcoming crash? Does that stuff work well? Ozark. Is it Ozark Sapper? As in you're a sapper or were a sapper? Click, 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 click. Ah, what the fuck? I love it. Well, maybe then driving. Gotcha. I got you, Star. Let's see here. So, two things. My thoughts on the upcoming crash. It won't be a crash. It will be slow and painful. That because a crash will be nothing more than the government's way of saying it's time for the CBDC. You were an engineer. A lot of people don't know what a sapper is. So, kudos, bro. I love sappers. It sounds dirty when I say it like that. I love sappers. If you guys don't know what a sapper is, look it up. SAPPER. They're badasses. Let's see here. People were by Alpha Brain. I'll investigate more. Okay, woodwork. And somebody else asked that. Does that stuff work, Ozark? Yes, it does. You can buy it at Walmart now. No joke. You can buy it at Walmart. It's in my Amazon store, but I don't push it. Like I said, I'm not an affiliate or anything. This stuff does work. I used to love the and I'm actually an affiliate for what's that company that's like all these vitamins are freeze dried and vacuumed in darkness and and that stuff is okay, but this stuff here's what and it's like there's nothing in it. Hold on, I'm gonna put my Walmart readers on. What do we got here? Its non-proprietary ingredient is B6, which is great. I take B12, but it's got the Own It Flow blend. It's got the Cat's Claw. It's got the Own It Focus blend and the Own It Fuel blend, and it's got a lot of stuff in it that is not vitamins. They're extracts from different things. But here's the thing. Here's what it did for me. Okay, Bitcoin to 20,000 today. Oh wow, that sucks. I bought Bitcoin when it was at 40K. Yeah, that's that $100 that I threw away. So, Alpha Brain, no joke. I've been watching Joe Rogan. This is Joe Rogan's product. It's made by a company called Own It, I think. Not like Own It, like owns you, man, but like ONNIT, I think. It's on the bottle. Where's it at? Yeah, ONNIT, all capitals. Anyway, so... it's not this magical drug. It's not this crazy thing. Here's what it did for me. I did get a little bit more clarity of thought in problem solving. Okay, and here's how I noticed. Because the other thing that it did was it didn't give me energy. I'm not like I'm not running around like Speedy Gonzalez. What it did was when I look at There's my task list. I keep a board. No joke. I actually do things the old-fashioned way, and I write down things when I need to get them done, and then I do them. I scratch them off the board, and what I would find is that I was making these lists every day, what is it? I was making these lists every day, and the lists on the board were just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And longer and longer. And I was like, what in the hell? And when I started, I said, I got to do something. I've got to figure out what is wrong because I'm just like, I'm normally a very motivated person, but the old get up and go thing was just, guy had got up and went. So anyway, I started taking this. I followed Joe Rogan. I got this Alpha Brain. It's like, what the hell? They sell it at Walmart. It's like $30. No, it's like less than that for 30 capsules. You're supposed to take 2, so it's like 15 days. Now, before you go freaking out, my board is not covered with lists anymore. And when I'm trying to solve, when I would be doing a task, say I had to build something, right? I'll be like, okay, go build that. And I'll be like, all right, let's go. And I'll go outside and I'll start building it and then trying to figure it out. It's like, measure this, cut this, measure. And literally, I noticed things were getting done. So, I'm not selling it. I'm not going to do that because I'm not an affiliate. But I will tell you that that's what it did for me. Hey, dude, you throw down $30 and find out what happens. You know what I'm saying? I take it. I used to take it every morning, but now that I'm fasting again, I don't take it until around noon because I don't want to put anything in my body that might make calories. It doesn't say that it makes that it has calories in it, Yeah, actually, no, it does. I think there's 5 calories in this. You know, if you don't know anything about how your body works, container, capsules. Yeah, it doesn't say it makes calories, but if you put anything in your body that makes calories, that has calories in it, then your body's going to start trying to burn, and that takes you out of a fast. All right, see, let's see here. Oh, damn it, I didn't know. What is going on? I'm an engineer. Amen. Thoughts on this too. I take it every day. Oh, Russell, good to go. Oh, damn, that I didn't know. I don't know what Ozark's talking about. Bitcoin to 20. Sappers make stuff go boom. Yes, they do. They make holes in things, like for tanks and people. Got any kind of timeline on the crash? I think they're trying to get us through the holidays and Sapper, that is a very common consensus. They want to get people through the holidays. We're seeing the shut up, Jester. He's not happy over on Clapper where they're not getting attention. He's got to come over here and hey, I'm over here, guys. I'm over here. I'm going to text you, Jester. I'm going to text you. I'm going to message you on every stinking platform today. I'm going to leave you voicemails. I may even, since I got your phone number, I may even actually text you. I might do like the thumb thing. Right now, you guys really should be paying attention to fuel. It's starting to go back up. Let's see if I'm full of crap or not. I'm not going to show you the screen in case I'm wrong. AAA gas prices. There we go. All right. So it's apparently it's for regular gasoline. It's down. Excuse me. 245. It's still rapidly going down. But I'm not buying it, man. I am not buying it. It's going down. The price of fuel is going down because people are not driving as much. They're not driving as much. And that is going to drive, that drives the price down because then there's a surplus of fuel. You see what I'm saying? The people who are really taking it in the pants right now are the gas station people. Now, if you guys didn't know this, gas stations make like pennies on the dollar for gasoline. That's just their way of getting you to come to their store to buy their overpriced crackers and Red Bull and cheese and beer and shit like that, because they're draining reserves. No. The reserves actually, most of the reserves got sent overseas, and that's a drop in the bucket, The Saudis killed us because we needed the United States burns 18 million gallons of oil a day. That's how much we consume, okay? Whatever we're making with it doesn't matter. That's what we're consuming, all right? So remember when the Saudis said that they're not going to make more oil for us, but they're actually going to cut oil by 2 million barrels a day? Well, that is what caused the prices to go up, because now it's summertime, everybody, I want to drive my car. Also, hey, people are starting to figure out, all right, hey, pop quiz, guys, pop quiz. I wonder if I can put that in can I put that in let me add, let's start a poll. We'll start a poll on YouTube, okay? And TikTok, you're going to be much faster, so YouTube people, get your shit together. Have you stopped going to town for stuff because stuff is more expensive? That's the question. And I'm going to misspell all of this crap. And it's yes or no. And go. So I put that poll in the old YouTubes, which I really like. Have you stopped? It's as generic as generic gets. Okay? On the TikTok, just put Y or N or something like that. Where are we at here? And I'm waiting for the poll to change. Have you stopped going to town for stuff because stuff is more expensive? Right now it's 50-50. What we got here? Yes, I drive as little as possible right now. Boom. What is a town? A town is a place where people go to like, sit down and have supper. Don't say, dude, you're so full of crap, Jester. I got yes, no, yes, yeah. And I think it was Hurley that asked earlier. I'm not exactly sure. If I screwed this up, let me know. Somebody asked what was ending on the 16th in 16 days. I'm not going to live stream on TikTok ever again after December 30th. Number 9. Everybody take a drink. Not driving, not buying nothing but necessities. There you go. There you go. And you know what? I forgot about you, Clapper people. I apologize. I forgot that you're over there. Because you're like way over there. Clapper, take a look at this, Clapper. Look, Clapper. Clapper. This is TikTok. And that's YouTube. So you're like way over there. You're just in arm's reach, but it is what it is. Oh, let's see here. So, no. Wait the fucking says, no, I'm not. I'm going, no work in town. I got you. We got here 62% on the YouTube side so far. I'm always wondering when they came from. Who knew it was a square? Okay. They're driving. People can't drive because they can't reply because they're driving. Bluetooth 1 here. Okay. Love your show. Staying with YouTube. Cha-ching! Make the most of each trip. Only shop during the week while at work. Exactly. Driving back and forth. You don't drive off the path more than a parking lot to get what you need. That's where you should do it, you know? Shoot, I'm driving. Tally that up. I don't want to, Bradley. Weren't you the one telling you're supposed to be, like, keeping track of stuff? I did Clapper for 15 minutes. Clapper's not bad. Clapper is not bad. But it's like any other place. It's like people get locked. It's like the TikTok thing. People are in love with TikTok because it's their dopamine. They get on it and an hour later they're like, "What the hell did I just do?" You know. So it's super. They make it super simple for you to fall in love with it. Well, if Clapper is the exact same thing, but you can say whatever you want, then all these people with high moral values, on my pedestal, should be over on Clapper. That's where everybody should go. You should be like running there right now. You should be logging out of TikTok and going to Clapper right now. Is what you should be doing. But they make it so easy to use, and they make us so freaking lazy. Oh, where are we at here? Number 9. My wife and I average about 67 to 70K miles per combined. We do some driving. Yes, you do. But you probably have to do that, Cool Coat, right? Already ran. I gotcha. Oh, a little bit of news. If you guys are not familiar with, he's a TikToker called Will at Work. I've been talking to him, and we're probably going to plan like a link up. We're going to do some winter camping after the holidays. We got a spot picked out. We're going to go do that, and we're going to hang out. We're going to talk prepping, and we're probably going to video some of it. I don't know if where we're going has cellular service, but I guess I'll find out. Stay tuned. Let's see here. I'd rather spend a few pennies more to help my local guys out rather than head to the interwebs for stuff. That's true. Hello, cat. Someone needed attention. Someone needs attention. What? 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 You hear that bird? She heard a hawk out there. Hello? Hello? You want to play with the beard? You want to play with the beard? Huh? Is that what you want? Rawr. Rawr. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, combining those drivings. Yes. Okay, so already ran. TikTok has its place, information, education, etc. Most of it is junk. Yeah, that's true. I love their Ouali. Oauli. It's got to be like some indigenous name or something. 16 days. Yep, 16 days. Full sentences are probably best. Good morning, TikTok. Prison number 1239426600767. Haha, love the emojis. Love the cat and the heart. I love you too, Jay. So change your name so we can have a conversation. So we can have a relationship. So I can introduce you to Prepper Cat. Let's see here. What's happening in 16 days? Thank you for the complete sentence. In 16 days, I'll no longer be live streaming on TikTok ever again. Everything I'm doing for live stream is going to be on YouTube. So go find that up there. That thingy up there. Link in the bio. Let's see here. Drink! What's that, number 10? Thoughts for Christmas gift, Kat. Ooh, that's a thought. But you know, it would almost be, I would almost like feel bad. It's like it's like if you got gasoline gift cards. That would be great. That would be great. The problem is, it's only got, you're gonna pay for $100 worth of gas, and they're only gonna get $50 worth of gas. This man says we have no time left 4 years ago. I've only been live streaming for 2 years. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get with the plan. Come on. You know, I've got to change your screen. You make you look stupid. I mean, it's like you just like, hi, I'm an idiot. And now your screen's different. And I hope you learned something today. Our kitty loves my hubby's beard too. Yeah, she loves doing that. That when I come in for a kiss, she's like, no. No. Oh, no. She doesn't care right now. I'm awaiting my orders from Contingency and Jace. Nice. Nice. Hopefully you use my links. I haven't really pushing it much because a lot of people bought them last month, specifically during Black Friday. I made like 32 cents on each order or something like that. Mountain Shine. Hey, I appreciate that. That's cool. Julene, listen, Julene, I appreciate you. I truly do. But I'm never going to remember TikTok prison number 1239466000767. That's not going to happen. I live here in the real world, not in the prison world. And special, I mean, are you going to use that like when you go over to my YouTube channel? Are you going to make that your YouTube name? You know, and am I supposed to remember that? I have 279,000 followers on TikTok, which is hilarious because there's only 70 in here now. Hopefully they're all at work. But Mountain Shine, I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see here. Sipping on gin and juice, keeping it healthy. There you go. I like it. Let's see here. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Dog and Ball says, I'm on Clapper. Dog and Ball has the clap, guys. Dog and Ball has the clap. Let me check. I don't see you over there. You don't have to run over there. Listen, guys. There is a future. There is a future for clap. There's a future for Clapper. There's a place in the future, in my future, for Clapper. It's just not right now. I just know. Get the Clapper, people. Why don't you just say, follow me, please, guys? Just follow me, please. Bet his tax funds, FEMA. What? I'm waiting for my order. Julia, gotcha. Get the Clapper. Good day, mate. Good morning from Australia. I know it's the worst Australian accent ever. Hello. Hello, Paul. Paul's the man. Paul's the man. Hello, hello, hello. Yep, I love the flag. That's pretty awesome. Don't be a stranger. Well, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard for you to be part of the Discord because of the time difference. Is everyone still getting the clap? That's funny. But yeah, hey, Paul, welcome, bro. Welcome. We have a lot of people internationally. We have a lot of Canadians. We've got a handful of guys from the UK. I don't think you're the first Australian. Matter of fact, you're the second Australian. I can't remember the other guy. He's actually a YouTuber. I followed him. He likes to do like camping and stuff. He's like, God, I can't remember his name either. He does the like camping on an island or something. I'm also waiting for a call back for my interview. Nice. Good at running them numbers. Gotcha. Look at the beautiful fur baby. Oh, yeah, she loves me. She loves me. I don't know why. I still got to get that black cat that scratched her. That she got in a fight with that other cat that's been trying to kill my chickens. And I think she was just, they just cornered each other and fighting for territory, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's happening. All right, so it is 12:03, and that means it's time to go because I have to finish going through my old preps. I've got to check some mouse poison to see if it's been taking. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. I think that's about it for right now. Since your intro prepping, I know this awesome podcast you should be a guest on again. Dude, you've got my freaking phone number. You just got to give me a subject, give me time to prep so I don't sound like an idiot, which is pretty easy to do these days. And you know I'll be there. And you know I'll be there. Later, I got to go get ready for the podcast in a few hours. Ozark, contact me somehow, some way. Link in the bio, some shit like that. Find my contact stuff. I would love to hear more about your podcast. I think I know it, but there's so many of them. I get a lot of phone calls. It's 4 a.m. Yeah, I know, right? Paul just came on, man. He's getting ready to get up and go to work, and we're like, later, dude. Okay, so I think that's going to be about it, man. No problem. What's the frickin' fracking? There you go, Shaka Bra. All right, so until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. For those of you that are on the YouTube side, I shall see you on the inside. That's the Discord. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it, and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me, the price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.